Hey there guys, it's Salis, and welcome back to Dishonored. Now since we had absolutely no votes on the last video, I'm going to upgrade my powers myself. And I think I'm going to go with upgraded Blink. Now I can blink even further. I've now maxed out Blink, which is good. I've done that very early on. Now, what do we have to do? Obviously we want as many runes as we can get, so we're going to be going to do this one first. Break into Dr. Galvani's flat on Clavering Boulevard. Which means we have to find Clavering Boulevard. Test out my new blink power. No, this is Bottle Street. That's no good.
How to pass me by? All the others.
I'm on... That's not Clavering Boulevard. I need to find Clavering Boulevard. Right, avoid the carnivorous rats. Plague by order of the City Watch. Stay away. Thank you, wonderful, useless text. Oh, you are asking to choke me. Hang on, are you just not bothered? Can I just steal your money then? Yoink! I robbed the place. Who knew? Aha, here we are. Dr. Giovanni's offices. Over here somewhere. You are clearly a City Watch guy. So I'm going to hide behind here first. And watch your movements. Right, come back. You know what, I'm not even going to bother trying to take you on. Oh, here we are. You can get past walls of light in a number of ways. Disable it by removing the whale oil tank, climb up the crates and use the roof, find another path by following streets to the right, or possess a rat and use a small tunnel. I do not have possession yet. So I'm going to have to skip the rat option. Couldn't I just blink through it? I mean, wouldn't that be an option? I mean, surely mid-teleport, I'm not even a physical object at that point.
The city's dead. Won't make it 3 more months.
Gotcha now. You're going down. Damn you.
Right, where's my crossbow? I'm going to need the sleepy darts. Goodbye. And I'm dead. That's not good. Right. I forgot this game throws extra dudes at you if you alert someone. Okay, we'll try again. Right, where's that survivor dude? The first thing I want to do is rob him. You know what? This is just easier. You go in the corner, and I'm going to take that, thank you. Oh, hang on. Oh, that's 126 meters away, it's not nearby. Game is lying to me. Right, bone charm 22 meters away. Right. Step 1, I'm going to choke this guy unconscious, I think. Might be my real only option. With the power of control. Ha 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 ha! Okay. That's sorted one problem out. Now, according to this, there's a bone charm over there. Yep, we know about the walls of light, thank you. But you forget I have blinky powers. There we go. Oh, that missed. That missed in a rather spectacular fashion. Property of the City Watch. Tampering or theft will be punished. Really? But I'm just going to steal all this, and no one's going to be able to punish me. Oh, I love that rewire tool, thank you. SPRINGRAZOR. Can be attached to any surface, blah, blah, blah. Lethal takedowns, yeah, yeah, yeah. Notes to Sergeant HEYBURN. Sergeant HEYBURN. All the Wall of Light components have been delivered to your station, and I expect it to be functional before midnight. You've also been provided with several spare whale oil tanks should the need arise. Last, it's come to my attention that various watchmen continue the adolescent practice known as rat burning. Remember, whale oil is not cheap. Keep your men under control, Captain Kernow. Fine. Okay, why is it giving me a spare whale oil tank? When the whole point of it would be to remove the whale oil tank. Right. Ha ha ha. Yoink. Now, just to mess with them. No, I don't want my SPRINGRAZOR equipped. Ha 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 ha. To the rooftops. This is how we do it. Right, now where is my next... Where's the bone charm thing it was advertising was available? Right, it's right below me. Right, we are on Clavering Boulevard, and I've got to get over to there. Which is very easy to do when you're on the roof, because apparently in this world, people have a propensity to not look up. Do-do-do. Oh, hello. King Sparrow feathers. Yoink! If something's worth stealing, it's worth stealing well. Ha 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 ha! No, let's go to Galvani's offices. Right, search for a sample of infected whatever it is. It seems no one's home. Empty bottle. Oh, I set the pouch, thank you, for the 25 coins. Right, now I've got that bone charm that allows me to consume white rats for mana, doesn't it? Done. There we go.
Wait, did you touch the door handle to Dr. Galvani's lab?
Yeah, I think so.
Then you have to scrub. The rats get their vital essences everywhere, the doctor said.
Vital essences? Does that mean guts?
I think so. So your hands need scrubbing. You're unclean.
Clean. That's nonsense. Can't we just...
No, I told you. With rubbing alcohol or white vinegar.
All right, all right.
Hello?
What the fuck? To arm!
Right, sleepy darts. You're done. There, that's for being alerted. Why can't I take his sword? That's really bad. You know what this is? It's time for reading. It's from a travel chronicle by Anton Sokolov. The men and I set out with our good sailors. No doubt half of them have cut their teeth on the rascally pirate ships spawned in the Seconian Archipelago. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that word right. Or they were, I should say. Half of them died before we sighted the broken red cliffs welcoming those who would visit the far continent, as it is called. Sickness, infighting, poisoned by a school, or would one say a flock of small fish that fly over the waves like birds, landing in the hundreds across the deck, pricking any they touched with toxic quills. Jesus Christ, the fish are messed up in this world. Two thrown overboard by gusting demon winds, the quiet Tyrian navigator simply dead in his bunk, wrapped in his white furs, eyes wide with terror. Few have crossed the ocean, and the distance to Pandyssia is greater than most would imagine. More died climbing the cliffs. And now, with but a handful, I stand looking across the greatest expanse of the land that exists. My allies are frightened for this, beyond them. And now their captain is dead too. Stung by something that resembled a prairie mole, but reacted with great apocalyptic outrage when it handled. So it falls on me to lead them. Yeah, because as we all know, random idiot who isn't a captain is the perfect replacement for a captain. Right, I'm looking for some infected whatever it is. I'm guessing it's going to be a blood sample of some description. Okay, here we go. I don't think he'd keep it in his bedroom, but he might keep something worth stealing. Yoink! Oh, more sleepy darts. Yes, please. Now, if I was a scientist, I would keep my lab upstairs, I think. There we are, rat viscera. But you are a white rat who I can consume for mana. They're spring razors, I don't need those. Okay, I need the Giovanni building key for that. That ain't gonna happen. What's this note say? Cleaning instructions! Dear Ms. Benton, when cleaning my study, I ask that you constrain your efforts strictly to the floors. Please, at all costs, refrain from attempting to clean or arrange my bookshelf. In fact, it would be best to keep away from it altogether. Otherwise, I'll have to reconsider the terms of your employment. Regards, Dr. Galvani. P.S. Since I'll be out of the city for a few days, I've left next week's pay as well. The bank was closed, so I'm afraid it's short by half. You can count on me for the remainder next week, of course. Brilliant, so he's left money lying around for me. Right, first things first, where's the money? Oh god, that is disgusting. Bull rat fetus. It's a teacup. Empty bottle, empty bottle, empty bottle. I thought you said you left money around here. Okay, some of this stuff is absolutely disgusting. A Galvani Academy notice. Galvani, the latest case should arrive within a week, containing all of the components you need. Be careful with the white phosphorus. Can't have you getting any phossy jaw like the tanners at the edge of the city, poor bastards. Sorry you have to practice in secret. The vivisectionists should be celebrated, revered even. Cutting up rats should be done in the town square with a crowd of eager students taking notes, not in some dirty little secret room hidden behind a wall of books. Anyway, lucky for you, I have an old friend who never left the academy. Let me know what else you need, but remember, it might be a month before I can get together another shipment. Yours in knowledge, Artemis Moore. Procurement Clerk and Provisioner, Academy of Natural Philosophy, South Wing. P.S. Next time you're nearby, come in for an afternoon. We've stayed fairly insulated from the plague, since so few come and go here. And we've got quite the stock of Tivian brandy. Yeah, there's a plague going on, let's all get pissed. Because that's the first thing that comes to mind. What we got? Nope, that's empty bottle, that's a rat fetus again. Ugh. I mean, who keeps... I don't even know, because someone obviously went... You know what we need? We've got rats. Let's have a fetus. The rat plague. Except from a natural philosopher's notes. For over a year I've studied this cursed plague, collecting and dissecting rats by the thousand. Given their rapid gestation and maturation cycle, it's been possible to breed them for numerous generations. The rodents themselves seem immune to the plague, but they pass it readily between members of their own species, perhaps through mites. The blood of the rats tells its own story, allowing me to gauge the number of generations that a given group of rats lived with the plague. As such, a nagging question remains. The rats collected in the poorest parts of town, in the slums, exhibit the oldest strains of the plague, while those found near the docks, where the foreign plague-bearing rats would presumably have entered our city, exhibit a younger strain of plague. Could this mean that the rats were transported to the slum in some way that is not obvious? I will continue my research. If nothing else, I am living proof that Sokolov's elixir and Piero's remedy are very effective at protecting against the plague, if one consumes enough of the stuff. Oh yeah, Mr. Smartass. Follow your dreams, you can reach your goals. I am living proof. Yep, I'm taking the coins. Since it's the only money I've seen so far that I can actually, you know, steal. Oh, audiograph.
Obviously, the plague rat is distinct from the ordinary rat, but in what respect? Its size and the coarseness of its fur, and I believe in intelligence, although the experiments there are not complete. Coriander Zoological Survey describes only the ordinary rat, which means plague rats have only been here for 5 or 7 years at most. This was not a gradual migration. Could they have been introduced on purpose? Perhaps by a foreign power.
Oh, look at you getting all, taking that key, and having that health elixir, thank you. Look at you getting all conspiracy theorist. Rat behaviour and extermination. Except from a series of interviews with street workers by rat catcher Lena. Used to be you'd go out with a bag, stick a nail on the end, and catch as many rats as you could in a night. the City Watch paid by weight. My husband Benjamin and I mostly worked alone, and we got by. If we found a place where the rats were real bad, sometimes we'd hire a crew of street brats to work with us. The younger ones who didn't make trouble, we'd pay them with bread and apple cider. Oh yeah, get the kids pissed now, will we? Once the plague came, the rats were different. Meaner, bigger, and a little quicker. You had to watch yourself. If you got cornered, they'd turn and the swarm would come back at you. I barely got away with my skin a few times down in the sewers. The bites hurt afterward, but it was the sound they make that stayed with your dreams at night. It got more dangerous and the City Watch started paying better. But that didn't last long because after a while, too many people had been stripped clean trying to fill up a bag. One slip and they'd be all over you, gnawing and trying to chew you down to the bone. That's how I lost my poor Benji. Your poor Benji, he was your husband, you insensitive bitch. Okay, what's through the keyhole? Nothing. Right. Anything to steal? This guy is such a liar. Oh, I'll leave the money with you. No, you won't. Yeah, I'm closing that toilet. Who reads a book called The Leviathan's Sorrow on the Toilet? Except from a report on a treatise banned by the Rudshaw Trade Council. Little is known of Pacotti, credited with a series of pamphlets arguing against the whaling trade. Well, he is gifted, his views are nonsense and threaten the economic underpinnings of the empire. Part 1. Enslavement. On the breeding and husbanding of whales versus the hunting of the beasts in the wild after a natural and free life cycle. Pacotti offers no solutions for where these massive malevolent creatures might be pastured. Dissolution. Laments on the destruction of social bonds between herd members, Pacotti actually uses the term families. How quaint. Harmony. Drivel on the aesthetic wonder of what it is. In reality, the great and terrible ocean that threatens to swallow us includes arguments on the gentle nature of the brutes and a notion refuted by seamen who return to shore wide-eyed with tales of the whale savagery. Disruption. Here Pacotti is on his weakest, footing issues up with feverish warnings against the displacement or transference of natural beasts from their native environments. Seriously, this guy has got no taste in toilet reading. Has he not heard of an iPad? Okay, so next episode, we are going to go and explore the world behind the bookcase. So, until then, I've been Salis. I've done a lot of reading again, I'm sorry. And I'll see you next time. And they all fall down. Okay, so that's a lever. It's going to do something. What's it do?
Alert! Stand clear of the train tracks as cargo exits the loading dock area.
Oh, I get it.